Hi, this is Clara. Today we are going to talk about the silent killer, high blood pressure. Yes, high blood pressure. Yes, we've all heard about high blood pressure. We have our grandparents, our parents, our aunties, our friends, and even ourselves struggling with this condition. So today we are going to learn what high blood pressure really entails. High blood pressure is a common condition that affects the body's arteries. Yes, the body's arteries. I remember I explained what artery is in my previous video. For those who haven't watched my previous videos yet, so an artery is a tubular structure in the body that carries oxygenated blood from the heart to other parts of the body. That is an artery. Blood pressure is measured in millimeters of mercury, which is written as small mm, capital H, small g, millimeters of mercury. Now I'm coming to give you the categories of blood pressure. Yes, the blood pressure measurement. So for a normal blood pressure, you shouldn't record above 120/80. 120/80, where 120 is the systolic, 80 is the diastolic. You shouldn't record above 120/80 for a normal blood pressure. Now, we have elevated blood pressure. For the systolic, it is between 120 to 129. 120 to 129. And for the diastolic, it shouldn't be above 80. It shouldn't be above 80. You can have elevated blood pressure. That doesn't mean you have hypertension. It could be because you were running or you were walking or you did some activity. It can elevate. It is normal. It's not scary. Let me put it that way. It's not like it's normal, but it's not scary. Elevated blood pressure, yes. Then we have stage 1 hypertension. Stage 1 hypertension. When you record above or between a range, so we will record 130 to 139, 130 to 139 for the systolic, and diastolic 80 to 90, 80 to 90. That's a stage 1 hypertension. Then we have stage 2 hypertension. Stage 2 hypertension, when you record above 140 for the systolic, above 140 for the systolic, and 90 and above for the diastolic. 90 and above for the diastolic. Now we have hypertensive crisis. Hypertensive crisis, that is when you record above 180 millimeter of mercury for the systolic and above 100 for the diastolic. Yes, when you record higher, or even sometimes the diastolic can be 120 and above, that is hypertensive crisis. Hypertension is a silent killer because you will not show any signs or symptom. Yes, any sign or symptom. Just few people have headache, nosebleed, and shortness of breath, but it doesn't happen to everyone. You may not know until it's severe or it has reached a life-threatening stage. Yes, so please take note of these things. When you frequently get headache, please check your blood pressure, because that is the only sign, if you are fortunate, that is the only sign it will give you. So earlier I spoke about the categories of blood pressure. Now I'm going to talk about the types of blood pressure. So we have primary high blood pressure and secondary high blood pressure. Yes, the primary high blood pressure is caused, or it happens over a period of time. This has to do with old age, wearing off of the arteries, buildup of plaque. This one takes a period of time. Now we have the secondary high blood pressure. This is normally caused by a condition. Yes, this is normally caused by a condition. And with these readings, you read or you record really high blood pressure readings. Yes, and it takes time for medications to work. We have adrenal gland diseases. We have kidney diseases. We have illegal drug use. These things can elevate your blood pressure excessively. Now we are moving to the risk factors. Yes, my favorite part. The things we do that put us at risk of getting high blood pressure. Number 1, we have old age. Yes, once you age, your blood vessels become weak and the chances of getting high blood pressure is high. We have race. Yes, race. the rate at which a black person will get high blood pressure is higher than that of a white person. Yes, so with black people, that's why we need to manage our diet and the kind of lifestyle habits. Yes, you're putting yourself at risk of high blood pressure. Then we have hereditary. Once it's in the family, the chance of getting it is very high. We have obesity and overweight. Obesity and overweight. You put the fat narrows your blood vessels, making it very difficult for the heart to pump blood through the blood vessels. Then we have lack of exercise. Lack of exercise. Once you don't exercise, fat will build up in the system and will build up in the blood vessels. We have tobacco use or vaping. You think you are not smoking, you are only vaping. Please, you're putting yourself at risk of high blood pressure, because this tobacco, there's the smoke or some chemicals in the smoke you are inhaling. It stiffens your blood vessels. Taking too much salt, which is mostly sodium. Yes, sodium, which is salt, can retain fluid. Yes, it will retain fluid into the system, making you have a lot of fluid in your blood vessels. Or yes, so you know the blood consists of water and other cells. Yes, so when there are a lot of fluid in your system, there are a lot of fluid in the blood vessels, which will make it pump with pressure. Having low potassium. Normally potassium can help reduce the sodium in your body. So when you have high potassium, not over, but required potassium in the body, it can help bring out most of the sodium in the body, so water is not retained in the body. But now if your potassium is low, more water will be retained in the body. Drinking too much alcohol. Yes, drinking too much alcohol can put you at risk of high blood pressure. Stress, like in our stress video, if you haven't listened, go and listen. Stress can put you at risk of high blood pressure. I explained how stress can put you at risk, so if you don't know, you can go and watch the video and you get the explanation. We have pregnancy induced hypertension. Some pregnancies can put you at risk of high blood pressure known as congenital hypertension. Some conditions can also lead you to hypertension, like diabetes and other chronic kidney diseases can put you at risk of high blood pressure. Now, how to avoid high blood pressure or how to reduce its frequent occurrence. 1. Monitor your blood pressure. Yes, monitor your blood pressure. This will help you know when you are going off track. Yes, or when you are hitting the stage 1 or the stage 2. This will give you an idea. Try and exercise to burn most of the fat in the body and also to strengthen your blood vessels. And diet. Yes, we should be careful with the things we put in our body, and there are some things we can eat or drink that can help reduce high blood pressure. We have like black seed and other very helpful food products that we can eat to reduce blood pressure. If you are overweight, try and lose weight. Yes, try and lose weight. This will help you reduce blood pressure. Avoid smoking, avoid alcohol. This can push you at risk of getting high blood pressure. So you don't even have to do much to avoid high blood pressure. And know that once you are black, your chances are high. Thank you for listening to me today. Bye.